Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nicole and I'm here to give you guys an update on my second cycle of Clomid and kind of what we're doing for our next cycle. So I want to start off by saying that I am not pregnant this month. So our second round of Clomid did not work. And I do not believe that I ovulated this cycle, but that's just based on my experience. Since I have no way of verifying it, since I did not have my progesterone levels tested this cycle, since our whole family got really sick and the new policies that are out right now are not allowing us to go into like the medical centers to have my blood drawn when you have any cold symptoms. So unfortunately, I'm kind of just guessing based on my experience, but I want to kind of give you guys a recap of what happened the last week-ish. This is going to be a very TMI part of this story, so if you are not interested in listening to this kind of TMI stuff, I would just, click away. But for the people who are taking Clomid and they kind of are going through similar things as me, I think it's really important to hear all these parts of the experience of Clomid or trying to conceive. It's going to help other people feel like they're normal, like this isn't something that only they're experiencing it. So you guys saw my last video. I took a pregnancy test, like 10-11 DPO. I wasn't quite sure because depending on which app and which ovulation test I was using, I kind of had two different days that could have been my ovulation day. So that test, I thought I saw something, but I think that I was just making myself see something since I was getting myself so worked up with should I test, should I not test, should I go get, take a better test. I just decided, look, I'm not gonna test anymore this cycle. My period starts, then I know I'm not pregnant. If my period doesn't start, then maybe I am pregnant. So the day after I took that test, I started to have really dark blood discharge when I wiped, but it was like barely anything. And then the next day I had the same thing. It was a little bit, and then it went away. So at first I was thinking, oh, my period's gonna start early, like there's just some weird thing going on, but then it went away. So I was like, well, could it have been implantation bleeding? Like the chances of that are very, very slim. So I decided to take another pregnancy test and it was negative still. So then I was like, okay, it must just be my period is getting ready to start, so I'll just wait for my period to start. And I took that test the day my period was supposed to start, so I kind of was assuming maybe that day or the next day, but then my period ended up being 4 days late, which is kind of crazy. If I had ovulated when I thought I ovulated, then my period should not have been that late. So my assumption based on how long it took my cycle to start and kind of that weird start I had with the discharge makes me think I probably didn't ovulate that month. But thankfully, even though I did not ovulate, my body did create another new cycle on its own. I contacted my OB's office and kind of explained what was going on, and she originally wanted me to come in and see her and kind of discuss like what are we doing, but then my period started on its own, and when I told her that that had happened, she was okay with just having me start my third cycle on Clomid, but she decided to increase my dose from 50 milligrams to 100 milligrams. So I am starting that right now this cycle. I am still doing it from cycle day 5 to cycle day 9 because that is her preferred time frame. I did ask about doing like cycle day 3 to cycle day 7, and she just said that she has her experience and she is more comfortable in doing the cycle day 9 to cycle day 5 to cycle day 9. So I'm just following her advice and doing what's best in this situation. And if this cycle doesn't work, we are most likely going to go see a fertility specialist, which I'm not too excited about, but I mean, everything comes with a cost, right? So I want to have more children. I want to grow our family. I was hoping to have a lot of children, so we are going to do whatever it's necessary to create this family. I am going to record my ovulation tests for this cycle, and I do think I am planning on making a few other videos about Clomid. So if you have taken Clomid before, or you're planning on taking Clomid, please leave me a comment in the comment section. Kind of tell me about what kind of things you had go on in your cycles with Clomid, or maybe some experiences you guys have had, because I would love to know more about other people's Clomid experiences. I've been looking on YouTube for more videos on it, and a lot of people who were taking Clomid and trying naturally did it like years and years ago. Like, I can't find anything new. Everything I find new, people are taking Clomid and doing IUI, and personally, I don't want to do IUI. Obviously we'll see what happens if I go to a fertility specialist, but at this point, that's kind of my stance. I want to say thank you for watching these videos and going through this experience with me. I really appreciate you guys sharing your stories with me. It's definitely nice to have a community where you don't feel so alone in this trying to conceive process, because there are so many of us who are in this journey together. If you enjoy these trying to conceive videos, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that I know that you guys are interested in learning more about my process. Thank you for watching this video, guys, and I will see you in my next video.